Topics in post-harvest technology. Changes during ripening, part 1. Texture, pigments, oils, and fats. Texture relates to softening. Softening is due to cell wall degrading enzymes, and the primary enzyme involved in softening is polygalacturonase, or PG. The enzyme attacks polygalacturonic acid, a major component of the pectin of the middle lamella between cells. PG has been shown to be synthesized de novo at the onset of ripening. De novo means that it is now present for the first time. It wasn't there before. Genes are turned on at the onset of ripening, and PG starts being synthesized. Softening is primarily due to the breakdown of pectins in the middle lamella. Due to this breakdown, cells are then able to slide past each other so that the tissues are easier to eat. When you bite into a fruit, rather than your teeth encountering strong resistance, they're able to push the cells past each other, and the experience for us then is that the tissues are softer. Pigments. In tomatoes, chlorophyll is broken down while lycopene is simultaneously being synthesized. In bananas and oranges, chlorophyll is broken down without appreciable pigment formation. Instead, the yellow and orange pigments are unmasked. They are present and are hidden until the green chlorophyll breaks down. There are two major classes of pigments, the flavonoids and the carotenoids. Flavonoids are water-soluble and are the primary pigments of fruits and berries. Anthocyanins are the most important flavonoids in fruits and berries and are often blue or red. Anthocyanin pigments are pH and heat sensitive. A change in pH causes a conformational change of the pigment molecules, resulting in a change in color. For example, blueberry juice normally turns red or pink in an acid, blue in a mild base, and green in a more strongly basic solution. Heat likewise causes degradation or conformational changes of the anthocyanins, which may lead to a change in color. Carotenoids are fat-soluble pigments that include chlorophyll and lycopene. Carotenoids are often yellow or red. Think of pumpkins, squashes, melons, tomatoes, and sweet potatoes. Beta-carotene, also known as provitamin A, lutein, and the xanthophylls are carotenoids. Cooking items containing carotenoids does not normally change their color. Think of red bell pepper. You buy it red, you cook it, and it is still red even though it's been softened by the heat. Here we have two figures that indicate the changes that occur during the growth and ripening of pineapple fruit. The scale at the bottom is in days, beginning with the flowering of the pineapple plant. On this scale, 0 is the day that the fruit are fully ripe. Prior to ripening, the days are numbered negatively. After ripening, the days are numbered positively. When you observe this figure, you can see there are quite a few changes as the fruit grows and develops. We noticed in the left figure that chlorophyll content goes down dramatically just before the fruit are ripe. During and after ripening, we have changes in pH, and acidity decreases just before the fruit are fully ripe and thereafter. Esters refers to odor volatiles, and they increase dramatically just before ripening and thereafter. Remember, we taste not only with our tongues, but also with our noses. So these esters are very important as, in combination with the sugars and acids present, they impart the characteristic taste of fresh pineapple to the flesh. In the right figure, we notice that reducing sugars increase just before and after ripening, while acidity, in contrast, goes down just before and after ripening. The flesh carotenoids increase dramatically when the fruit begin to ripen and even afterwards. So many changes are occurring during ripening, including softening of the pineapple flesh. What are some of the changes associated with the ripening of tomato? Well, there is an increase in ethylene synthesis. There is chlorophyll breakdown with concomitant beta-carotene and lycopene accumulation. Beta-carotene is a yellow-orange pigment and lycopene is red. There is an increase in respiration rate. Starch is depolymerized to produce sugar, though there is not much starch in a green tomato. There are changes in protein synthesis. Polygalacturonase will be synthesized. There is the partial depolymerization of polyuronides, which is a very fancy way of saying that the tissue softens. What about oils and fats? They are not of great importance in most fruits, vegetables, and flowers. However, in olives and avocados, up to 30% of the fruit can be oil by weight. Also, nuts may be very high in oil content when mature. Almonds, walnuts, pecans, and macadamias contain, on average, 50, 65, 72, and 76% oil, respectively. So what's the difference between oils and fats? Fats are hydrocarbons and are solid at room temperature, and that's due to their being saturated, meaning there are no double bonds between the carbon atoms. Oils are liquid at room temperature due to their having some degree of unsaturation. With double bonds in their structure, it's much more difficult for the oils to become organized to form a regular crystalline solid at room temperature. That, however, is what happens when saturated fats solidify at room temperature. Summary points. When ripening, fruits undergo many changes, including softening, changes in color, sweetness and odor, and in some cases, changes in fat or oil content. The primary enzyme involved in the softening of many fruits is polygalacturonase. Color changes in fruit can involve chlorophyll breakdown and new pigment development, or chlorophyll breakdown and mask underlying pigments. Carotenoids or flavonoids are found in ripe fruit. The most important flavonoids are the anthocyanins, which are water-soluble pigments. Anthocyanins may change color dramatically when subjected to heat or a change in pH. In contrast, carotenoids are fat-soluble and heat-stable. Most fruits contain little oils or fats, though avocados, olives, and tree nuts are the exception. Fats are solid, while oils are liquid at room temperature.